He was promised gold, power, even a princess. But when the deal was broken, his curse doomed kings, shattered empires, and echoed through generations. Stay to the end. You've never heard Greek mythology told like this. Welcome, myth lovers, to Myth or Real, the channel where legends breathe and the past speaks. If you're passionate about gods, warriors, demons, angels, and mythical creatures, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into the tragic and shadowed story of a man most have never heard of yet, whose fate shaped the downfall of a mighty house. His name was Myrtilus. Before we begin, if you enjoy this kind of mythological storytelling, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell. It helps me more than you know and costs you nothing. And drop a comment below. What kind of character do you love most in mythology? Kings? Warriors? Demons? Let's see whose side you're on. Now dim the lights. Let the mists of time rise. It's time to meet Myrtilus, the charioteer who cursed a bloodline. Myrtilus was no ordinary man. He was the son of Hermes, god of speed, messages, and cunning, and an unnamed mortal woman. A demigod, born with divine blood and exceptional skills. But unlike other sons of gods who fought in wars or ruled kingdoms, Myrtilus had a different gift. He was a master of the chariot. He became the royal charioteer of King Oenomaus, ruler of Pisa in the region of Elis. Oenomaus had a daughter, Hippodamia, famed for her beauty. Many suitors sought her hand. But Oenomaus, cursed by a prophecy that said he would die at the hands of his son-in-law, created a cruel challenge. Any man who wished to marry Hippodamia had to race the king in a chariot. If the suitor lost, and they always did, he would be slain on the spot. 13 men died this way. 13 souls fed to fear and sand. And by his side, every time, was Myrtilus, charioteer to a killer. Then came Pelops, a prince from Lydia, son of Tantalus. Yes, that Tantalus, the man cursed in Tartarus for feeding his son to the gods. Pelops was handsome, clever, and determined. And he didn't plan on dying like the others. Some say Pelops fell in love with Hippodamia. Others say he simply craved the glory. Either way, he knew he couldn't win fairly. King Oenomaus' horses were gifts from Ares, god of war and unbeatable in speed. So Pelops hatched a plan. He sought out Myrtilus, the one man who controlled the king's chariot. And here's where the story splits. In some versions, Pelops offered gold. In others, he offered half the kingdom. But most famously, he promised Myrtilus a night with Hippodamia if he helped him win. And Myrtilus agreed. Under the cover of darkness, Myrtilus crept to the royal stables. He removed the linchpins from the king's chariot, the bolts that held the wheels together, and replaced them with wax. Race day came. Oenomaus and Pelops thundered down the track. At first, the king surged ahead. But as the wax pins melted under the heat and friction, the wheels gave way. The king's chariot shattered. Oenomaus was dragged to his death, screaming curses as he died. Some say he called upon the gods. Others say he called out only one name, Myrtilus. Pelops had won. He married Hippodamia. But the cost was coming. Later that night, Myrtilus came to Pelops, or perhaps to Hippodamia. He demanded what he was promised. A reward. A night. Something. But Pelops, furious or ashamed, refused. Some say Myrtilus tried to claim Hippodamia by force. Others say he simply asked for what was due. Either way, the story ends the same. Pelops dragged Myrtilus to the edge of a cliff and threw him into the sea. As he fell, Myrtilus cried out not in fear, but in rage. With his dying breath, he cursed Pelops and all his descendants. And the gods heard it. What followed was a spiral of ruin. Pelops became king and founded the house of Atrus, one of the most cursed bloodlines in all Greek myth. Myrtilus's curse poisoned generations. Atrus, Pelops' son, butchered his brother's children and served them at a feast. Agamemnon, Atrus' son, sacrificed his daughter for wind, waged war, and was murdered by his wife. Orestes, Agamemnon's son, killed his mother in revenge, chased by the Furies. Madness, murder, betrayal, all born from one act. A charioteer betrayed, a promise broken. But there's more. Some rare accounts speak of Myrtilus's spirit, haunting the region of Elis. Sailors near the coast of Messenia claim to hear screams from the water, the voice of the fallen charioteer. And some say that Hermes, grief-stricken at the death of his son, retrieved Myrtilus's body and placed his soul in the stars. As the constellation Auriga, the charioteer, others believe Hermes placed him in the underworld, where he whispers advice to lost souls. These are tales not told in schoolbooks, shadows in the corner of myth, but they remind us that even minor figures, overlooked, unnamed, forgotten, can shape the fate of heroes and kings. So now you know the story of Myrtilus, a man used, betrayed, and erased, but whose curse echoed through legend. If you enjoyed this journey into the forgotten corners of mythology, please like the video, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. It helps me grow the channel and keeps these stories alive. And remember, it costs you nothing, but means everything to me. Drop a comment and tell me your favorite mythological character type. Are you drawn to cunning mortals like Myrtilus? Or do you walk with gods and beasts? Until next time, this is Myth or Real. Stay curious and stay legendary.